Hello traders, welcome back to the weekly breakdown. We haven't actually done it in a couple of weeks, so I'm actually going to go over the trades from the past 2 weeks or so to just pretty much catch you guys up on what I've actually been doing, the trades I've been taking, and how I've actually been performing over the last couple of weeks, because I haven't actually got around to filming the weekly breakdowns. But if you actually look on the charts here, you can see that we had this setup on gold today. Very clean setup as well at this area, 1940, nice area. We dropped down, hit my target, came back up, and in my gold group I said we're going to get a retracement to 1938 and then we're going to sell off. And look where it came to the absolute pip, 1938, and then boom, we got that absolute melt from that 1938. And we're up. I didn't send it as a signal or anything. I'm not going to claim that I did, because I just said it was that level that we're going to retrace to sell. Late on Fridays, you don't really want to be entering trades and stuff like that. Well, that's me personally. You can do whatever, but my personal trading, that's not really what I like to do. I'm usually done for the week by New York session on Friday, so that's why I didn't actually enter this trade. That's why I just said this is the level it's going to sell from. You do with that information as you choose, and then it absolutely melted 180 pips from that level. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, it has actually been quite a busy week. We had gold sales which actually got taken out at break even. If I actually find where that actually was, I think it was around one of these areas here. So you see where price was just making a slow move up. You see every candle was bullish, but we had like big wicks on each side. You see like just this wick on this candle, 30 pips. And then on this one, 30 pips down. We had like 60 pips wicks on each side of the candle, so it wasn't really the best to trade. I was expecting 1950. We literally came like 2 pips or so away from actually hitting 1950. Nice psychological round number on gold, which you can kind of enter trades from. Same with like 1925, that sort of thing. Quite common psychological levels. Did a video like over a year ago, probably 2 years ago, actually trading these psychological levels on GBP AUD. That's where I found it works pretty much perfectly most of the time. And yeah, so I made a video on that. You guys absolutely loved it. Did another video on it. You guys absolutely loved it. And the best thing is when I do a video on like a strategy or ways to actually trade, and then you send me the profit on Instagram, it's amazing. Free content on YouTube, people making money. It's absolutely lovely times. Yeah, gold hasn't actually been very easy. We did actually have a loss on gold, but if I just get up my trading journal, I can actually find where that actually happened this week. It was a mistake, but that's what happens in trading. But yeah, this was actually the loss we took on gold. If we look at the time, it was the 16th at 8:45, and the issue was I don't usually trade this early in London session, but then I don't even know why I entered, to be honest. Yeah, we did take a loss. You see this area here, we got stopped out, and then price actually came to my other level, and then we had this triple tap in this area and then dropped. So we just got the premature entry here early into London session, when you can get a lot of manipulation actually happen in the markets, which is what I got caught in. All my other trades I've never really entered this early before. I don't usually even look at the charts before, let's say 10-11 o'clock. So yeah, it was a mistake, but you can only improve in your trading by making mistakes. You can't really improve from the winners, because well, you won. There's obviously something right with that, but you can improve from the losing trades. But also a good trade which we actually had last week was a nice trade on gold, which actually made 10%, which I actually called as a signal as well. So the people that are in the signal group would have actually made that 10% too. So if I actually try and find it, so it was on the 10th. So here, this day, I'm pretty sure at 9:12. Okay, so it's on this entry here. So what I saw was price was actually, well, firstly we had this big push down, and when we break below 2000, I saw price actually coming back to test around 2000. And when you actually have these psychological levels, like I mentioned, you have 2000, 1975, 1950, these sort of levels on gold, these round numbers, you can see either price come into them and tap perfectly, or like just under it, or you can see like manipulation above those levels. So this is what I was kind of interested in seeing. So when we actually create this level here and we failed to create this new low, it kind of gave me the sign, okay, we're going to get the entry now and we're going to buy up to target around the 2000 area. So what I actually did was, as price was falling down here, I actually got the entry. It was around that sort of level, proper wick entries on this trade. But even if you missed the wick entry, the risk reward was still quite crazy. And I actually told my group to close out at a 1 to 10. So that was actually just below the 2000 level. Because like I said, you could, like when price is actually around this area, we could have just seen price tap into 2000 and drop. Like as you see here, price tapped into 2000 pretty much to the pip and then dropped down 90 pips. So although we did actually catch those 200 pips, we could have maximized it and caught, an extra 110 pips to make an extra 5%. But I was happy with that 10%. One trade could have passed your whole FTMO from that one signal, which took 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so 1 hour. We made 10% in the gold group, which is absolutely crazy. We did also have a gold sell as well, which made 2%, but you guys don't really want to see a 2% trade, do you? Let's be honest. Yeah, we have actually also had a few trades on other pairs. We had a GBP USD trade last week, which was very, very nice. We made 2.5% on this one. So if we look back here, with my trading, I like to do quality over quantity always, because anyone can enter loads of trades during a day. I'd prefer to wait maybe an extra day, an extra 2 days to find that perfect setup, but then my win rate's increased, my risk to reward overall is increased, because I'm picking the best quality setups to actually take, not just any trade which I see set up. It has to meet that perfect criteria, which I've actually created over the years that I've been trading now, coming up to 3 years. Started when I was 16, I'm 19 on Monday, so yeah, it will be almost 3 years of my trading journey, which I've actually built this strategy up over the years, slowly increasing the profitability rate, and yeah, now we're passing FTMOs within the first day. We've actually got the account details for the FTMO account, so video's coming soon. But this trade here, we actually closed out at 2.5%, as you guys can see. Lovely trade. We could have maximized profit again, but we probably would have been taking out our entry. I said move stop loss to break even, probably would have been taking out our entry here. Not ideal, but we made 2.5% because I said close full position, 2.5%, let's go. We also had an AUD USD short position. So if we get AUD USD up, so AU, we might even still have it on the chart, so let's see. Yep, here we go. So this trade I actually did send to the group, and I annoyingly said to close at 2%. Full TP hit for over 5%. So I'm not saying that I get every trade right, because as you guys can see, that's not the case. Yeah, still lovely trade, making overall 5%, but we closed for 2%. 7 pip stop loss, getting those nice risk to rewards. But yeah, very, very nice trade again. Was anticipating price to come to this level as well, which we did actually do and then drop a little bit, but we got the entry on this level, and then we had a few wick rejections in that level, in that area, and then we did actually drop down. Very, very nice trade. Could have put the buys back up as well, because as you guys can probably see, overall we are kind of in this big uptrend, and at the time we were still in this uptrend. But once we actually broke this low here, I was thinking, okay, we're going to get a bit of a sell first before we actually continue back up. And then also, as you guys can see, we did actually have a big sell off here of like a couple hundred pips. As you see, 200 pips, perfect. But yeah, I haven't really been entering many trades because, like I said, I just do quality over quantity. What we're looking for next week, it's going to be quite interesting, because you see this level I actually have marked out. Look, absolutely perfect. Gold tapped in just then, as you guys can see. Absolutely beautiful. But next week on gold is going to be interesting now, because we're late 7:30 into the Friday, so the market's closed in a couple of hours, and we have a couple of areas to watch out for. Obviously, we have this area here at 1903, but also I have a line across horizontal at 1900, because as you guys know, 1900 key level on gold. We also have the 1925 level here, so we could see price like come up to this level and then make that drop down to 1900, like that sort of thing. Also, we have possibilities that we could actually tap into 1950 as well. So like this level up here, just above this level, and then create that drop down. But we're kind of looking like we're going to continue this bearish trend now. If you're looking like this, you can see that we are in this sort of bearish trend. So I would like to see this continue down so we can get this pullback. You know, market will probably gap, because if you've seen recently the past few weeks on gold, we have had some crazy gaps. So it's probably what will happen. But we can, you know, adapt to this, not trade on the gap. Just wait for it to reset itself. Then on Monday, New York session, we can get back to the normal trading again, and hopefully make even more profit next week. You know, it's always the goal, make more profit each week than the last week. But obviously still sticking to the same plan. But yeah, interesting week it will be on gold next week, and I will catch you guys in the next video.